Hey guys, welcome back to Lehigh River Subdivision. I'm Ian, and today we're going to take a look at a couple things I did this weekend. The first thing we're going to look at is I cleaned the track on my layout. How did I clean my track? Well, I was recommended by Jerry Sateriale at Jerry Sats. I will leave a link to his channel in the description to use CRC 226. Now I'm using the front face of the camera, so this is going to come in mirrored. So I'll show you this again, but this is the product I used to clean the track. So that's thing number one. Part of thing number one was before I cleaned the track on the layout, I cleaned the Lionel track that I had set up for Christmas time. So we ran the train for Cameron. Well, while that was out, we did the Pass the Throttle challenge that Rick Bailey had a few months ago. And I told him I was going to do it. And it just takes me long sometimes to get to things, but today it is Rick, and it's at the end of the video. You will see Cameron. And the nice thing about his challenge was we did a little twist of our own, and we set the throttle for Cameron away from him, and it helped him crawl for the first time. So you'll get to see that in this video as well. And then thing number three was rolling stock. Cars that I had here that didn't have wheels or trucks that are broken. There's two cars I got back onto the tracks. So we'll take a look at those too. And with that, we'll get into the little update. So what you see in front of you is a Bachmann 40-foot Rio Grande orange and silver boxcar. This was from the first N scale set I ever got, and is the only remaining piece from that set. The other piece I had was the Southern Gondola, and I had gifted that to Mystic Southern Railway, John, because he has a bunch of them and I thought it would look cool there. I didn't plan on using that one on this layout, but I did plan on using this boxcar, and I had leftover Atlas trucks I took off something, and since it's a Bachmann car, I didn't mind throwing the Atlas trucks on here, and gives me another 40-foot boxcar. So the next car that I messed around with was this Walther's coil car, and I took two Micro Trains trucks off of my Roundhouse boxcars and put them on here because I have a ton of boxcars. So I figured I'll put one in the dead line. It'll eventually get trucks, but this saves on money now and gives me another different car than a boxcar to run on trains. And I have the other coil car I got at Yankee Dabbler, so that makes a nice set with that one. So that is the rolling stock. Okay, so we're over here. This is my DCC system, and all I have is these two track feeders feeding one track and the other track. So if you've noticed, most of the times I'm running trains with DC. So this weekend, after I cleaned the track with the CRC 226, which I will show you that the right way. Right there it is. I went through and sprayed it on a rag, and then I put the rag over my finger and just kind of all the way around. Once I did that, I tested one engine, and I was able to run in one engine completely around the layout with sound, with no hesitations or stops. Never could do that before I cleaned with the CRC 226. So I messed around and decided to take this other track feeder, and I wired them both into the DC system, so both tracks are DCC. I was running 4 trains on the layout, no stops, no hesitations, no problems with just those 2 feeders. And the main line is an 84-foot run because I did measure that this weekend as well. So that's pretty impressive to me, being that most guys put feeders every 4 feet, I believe, 3, 4 feet, 5 feet, depending on what you want to do. But I'm using just those 2 right now, and I know it's probably not right, but I'm able to run my trains DCC till I get the track layout wired. But what I was planning on doing is taking 2 of these feeders, which this is the back half underneath here. If I take those and feed them in here, I'll have a feeder halfway on each point, so that would split it down and maybe help it a little bit. So that is the track cleaning. I am very happy with that, and I will be using more of it. It wasn't that hard. I didn't have to like really scrub or press hard. It just kind of wiped along, and The next day I let it dry overnight, and then the next day I came down here and was running the trains. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the clips that I took of the trains running on the clean track, and then you will see the clips of Cameron for the Pass the Throttle challenge, and that'll conclude this update. So I want to thank everyone for watching at this time, because it's just going to be clips from here on out, and I'm going to shut up. So with that being said, I want to just say thank you everybody for watching. The CRC 226 is a great cleaner. I liked it, and I think it was $10 for the can, or 12. I can't recall. It wasn't too expensive, and it didn't take much to clean both tracks all the way, the whole 84 feet. So, and I think it took me about an hour to clean the track, which wasn't bad for doing it by hand.